Hey guys, what's up? Zelday, welcome to the channel again. Today I'm bringing a tutorial for Rust. So let's get into this. When you first start, you'll spawn with a rock, and you'll want to be looking for rocks sticking out the ground like this, and timber like on my left. Now from rocks, you can get metal ore, and you can get sulfur ore, which is the basic elements which you need at the very start and such. And from timber, you'll get timber. So you basically just hit the timber like a madman with a rock, and you'll start gathering wood. And then all you do is run back over to your rock like a caveman, start hitting the rock, and then start breaking off different materials. Now you will actually collect stones, sulfur, and metal ore. Now metal ore can craft your weapons. The sulfur can be crafted into gunpowder, and then the gunpowder and the metal ore can be then crafted into cartridges for your weapons. So this is essential. You need these items, but also you'll need the stones which you've gathered to build a furnace. Now a furnace is fairly new. It's only just come out because you used to be able to craft everything with a fire, but now you need to have a furnace in order to craft your weapons and craft your hatchets. To craft any sort of weaponry you can think of, any sort of ammunition, you will need a furnace. If you need to cook your food, then you will need a fire. So the first thing we're going to go for is a fire, because that is the very basic stuff. So you click your wood and you just hit the tab button, hit the top where it says crafting, scroll across to fire like this, make sure you've got 5 wood, hit the craft button, and you'll start to craft the fireplace. Once you've got the fireplace, just simply switch it out for your tool belt. Select it on your toolbar by pressing 5 or whatever number you put it to, and then you want to look for a location which is close to your materials that you need to gather. So wood, we've got plenty of trees around, there's plenty of rocks spawning, so I can get plenty of materials because I want to build the base as soon as possible. Then once you have the fire, just hit the E button and you'll be able to open the fire, or hold E and open, and then you'll see that you'll have some fire already placed in there, some wood already placed in there, because when you build a fire you need wood. So you have your 5 wood, and then what you can do is the wood will burn into charcoal, which you can use for other crafting elements, which I'll explain later, and then you'll also be able to cook your raw meats at the top. So what you want to do is put your wood back in, and then press the E button, and voila, you have fire, caveman! And then all you want to do is get your rock out, and you just want to go scavenging again for more materials. So this is an ideal location. There's plenty of rocks, plenty of wood. Start hitting the rocks, start gathering more materials, and then we can start crafting a furnace. Now you want the furnace as soon as you can, because you want to be able to make weapons like this M4A1 in my hand. Now I'll show you how to make this in later tutorials, but at the moment I'm just sticking with this, and I'm just running around looking for an animal, because what I need next is I need fat from the animal, and I need the fur from the animal to make clothing, because you get cold at night, and I'll show you how to craft clothing in a later video. And you also want the meat. So here's a nice bear. I'll shoot him in the face. He's not going down. Why are you not dying, bear? Die, bear! Die, bear! Die, you! God damn, that bear did not want to die. So all you would need to do, pull your rock out, and you just need to hit the bear. Oh, bit of a glitch there. And then you'll start to obtain chicken. You'll start to, chicken from the bear. You'll start to obtain cloth, and you'll start to obtain fats, which you need for the fuels. Now, you will note that bears do actually drop leather as well, which you can use to craft stronger armour or clothing as such, but I'll cover that as well in a later chapter. Now, note as well, when you've got a hatchet, it's a lot quicker to obtain materials, but obviously we've not got a hatchet yet, and I'll teach you how to craft one in a minute. So you want to head back to your fire. You want to open your fire, and you'll notice that you've produced charcoal, which can be used for your weapons as well. I think it's for gunpowder, I can't remember exactly right now, but we'll just leave that. And then you'll take your raw bear or raw chicken and then you put that into your fire. I just need a bit more wood, so I'm just going to split this wood out to keep the fire going. So you drop some more wood in, and then you just let the fire go. So the next thing is take your fat from your bear and then craft it into fuel, which is just on your crafting menu. It should be there already. Just craft that. Once you've got that, then you just want to scroll down and you'll see a furnace. And then all you want to do with the furnace is you take stones, which you've already obtained from the rocks. You've got your low-grade fuel, which you've obtained from your bear, and you've got your wood, which you've salvaged from your wood piles or trees. So once it's crafted, you'll have a furnace. Just put it in your tool belt, select it. I'm just going to put it next to my fire, I think, just to keep it safe. Put it there. And then it works in the same principle as a fire, where you just hold E to open it, and then just select the open, and then all you do is you take your wood, you'll take your metal ore, you'll take your sulphur ore, and these will break down into their elements, which metal will give you the metal fragments that you require for weapons, the sulphur will give you the sulphur dioxide, I think it is, which you can use for your gunpowder, and that's it basically. So you just light it up like a fire, and away you go. So now you want to create yourself a wooden shelter. Now these are the simplest buildings, they're already in your crafting screen, so all you do is collect the wood, you'll just hit the craft button, and then you'll have one made. So then all you do is just select the area that you want to put it onto, and I'm just going to put it over the top of my campfire and on top of my furnace, so I've got myself a little hut. So just drop it in position and you'll have yourself a little base. Now the next thing you'll want to work on is a door, so nobody can actually get into your elements. And as you can see, when I open the furnace, you can already see that things have been broken down. So I've got my metal fragments, which can be used for your weapons, and then I've got my sulphur ore, which gives me my sulphur, not sulphur dioxide like I was saying, and you'll get your charcoal. Now I'm just going to drop some more wood in there because it's stopped burning away. Just drop some more wood in, take my metal out, and stack it up. You can stack up to 250, so it's pretty sweet. Just take the charcoal out as well, and then I'll just light the fire again. So now what I'm going to do, just check my fire, and then there you go. Now you can see I've got some cooked bear or cooked chicken, so now you can eat and stay alive. So I'm just going to eat some, and then I can stay alive. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that running, and don't worry about your building, it won't burn down, it's quite stable. So now I want to craft a door for this place. So just hit the crafting again, scroll to your door, and then basically just hit the craft button. Once you have a door, just select it, just simply look for the location you want to put it. So I think that'll do, that should be sweet enough. It's not quite there, but it'll do, it's only a tutorial. So now you have a cabin of your own in the woods where you can craft inside happily. So the next thing is a workbench, because you want to be able to create your weapons. So it's on your crafting screen again, it's already pre-set up. So you do is just hit the craft button and then you'll produce a workbench. Just simply select your workbench and then put it in the location that you want. And the reason you want a workbench is you want to start crafting a hatchet so you can gather materials a lot quicker, and you can also defend yourself against zombies a lot easier. So now just go to your crafting screen again. You'll notice that you can now select the hatchet and you've got your workbench, so you'll make yourself a hatchet, and then this is your first weapon. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want me to do advanced stuff, just leave a comment and I'll bring you some more from Rust.